National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Here's Richie James on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Preston Smith on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try it now with Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up second.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The 49er ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
The 19-yard line.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the toss to Jones, running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Alexander.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Niners 6. Packers nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Jair Alexander.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They hand it off to Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
To throw is Garoppolo. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
14. Packers nothing. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Rodgers.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 74 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Ain't here like I ain't that savage.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Go ahead, go ahead. Match 4-2, match 4-2. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go one more. Mark 56. Mark 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Incomplete. Intended for Jamal Williams. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for San Francisco.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Still 9 remaining on second down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 56, Mike 56. He don't know no better.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
19-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
By the 49.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. They'll run on first down. Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
By Quan Alexander.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it.
Niners 20, Packers 16. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A big pickup of 38.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A gain of a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. This is Mostert. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strengths.
Kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
5-yard line. Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.